Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We have just been through the greatest display of journalistic gymnastics, where in a display of unnatural flexibility aimed at making the interviewee feel at ease and complete ease, the interviewer jousts a tough question in his mind and eventually, declaring it, asking with an air of investigative keenness that tell us, Rhea. And then there is a pause. Tell us, Rhea, who is the real Rhea Chakraborty? As if this is not enough, when she says with great thought, the real Rhea Chakraborty is just someone who loves Sushant. Promptly comes the next question. And I'm sure the channel thought it very relevant to the present investigation. Tell me, Rhea, then, now that I know who the real Rhea Chakraborty is, do you have any regrets that you loved Sushant? This incredible grilling session in a case where money laundering, data fraud, loot, and a gruesome murder are involved, with the interviewer never disappointing the viewer in terms of stooping to the point of asking the following questions. Was Sushant a womanizer? Did Sushant ever abuse you? When did you, Rhea Chakraborty, realize that Sushant Singh Rajput had a mental problem, that he was bipolar, that he was mentally sick? And deep questions such as the following. Tell me, Rhea Chakraborty, what made you speak to me now? When did you know this man was bipolar? Were you forced to leave Sushant because he was depressed? And even in the course of the interview, admitting, perhaps in a Freudian slip, that I am giving you a chance to prove your innocence, the anchor actually said that. All this while casually vilifying Sushant and nodding in agreement when Rhea gives a thumbs up and solid appreciation for the Mumbai police. They nod at each other. And the interview continues to nod gracefully and gravely as Rhea Chakraborty, instead of being asked a single, and I repeat, a single specific question, attacks Sushant's family, attacks Sushant's father, attacks Sushant's sisters, defames them without a single counter. The only counter question in the entire interview was a brilliant 2-alphabet counter in which the interviewer provides repeatedly, called okay. Okay. The only counter question in the interview was okay. And of course another which was fair enough. So the counter question was fair enough, Rhea. Okay, Rhea. Viewers, I shall leave the rest to the debate, but I'm absolutely sure, and I'm sure you are as well, that Rhea Chakraborty's lawyers will be very pleased with the interview that they set up out here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have two big debates tonight coming your way. Two big debates, 100 questions not asked to Rhea Chakraborty. Debate number 2 tonight at 10 o'clock this evening, viewers. It's time for Rhea Chakraborty's custodial interrogation, not the namby-pamby interview that we just saw. Ladies and gentlemen, all this and more is coming up.
रिया मेरे बेटे सुशांत को लंबे समय से जहर पिलाया करती थी, वो इसकी हत्यारी है।
Family furious over the platform given to accused number 1 to vilify Sushant Singh Rajput and his entire family. Sushant's sister calls Rhea Chakraborty's slander campaign a slap in the face of every Indian. From claustrophobia to the medicine angle, every lie peddled by Rhea has been countered. After the namby-pamby soft interview on the friendly channel, Republic will fire 100 questions that Rhea must answer.
सर क्या रिया चक्रवर्ती को कब आप बुलाएंगे सर रिया के ड्रग एंगल पे क्या कहना चाहते हैं सर रिपब्लिक पूछ रहे हैं सर रिया के ड्रग एंगल पे क्या कहना चाहते हैं सर
Narcotics Control Bureau confirms that Rhea Chakraborty will be summoned. She cannot escape arrest as the proof begins to pile up despite the friendly interview. And they ignored Sushant's family complaint but rushed to protect Rhea Chakraborty after a social media tantrum. I'd like your response to what's been going on. Anand.
Arnab.
Anand first. Anand. Let Anand go first.
Quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good evening, Arnab. You know, for someone who watches Republic TV, I was always wondering why she's so scared to be interviewed by you. Now I know. You know, the questions were as hard as a freshly whipped fairground cotton candy. You know, it is, but more than what you have explained, what I am absolutely scandalized by is that yet again, for the second time in probably a month, one of your ex-colleagues, the second one, has disgustingly broken the patient-doctor confidentiality just to slander someone who is no longer there to defend himself. Now, I find that unacceptable and also disappointing, because first time, you know, you did it, that one of your ex-journalists did it, you know, the Indian Medical Association should have taken note. Today, the Indian Medical Association should have come down heavily. This is criminal. You can't do this. There are rules against this. So I don't understand, A, why no lessons were learned by the so-called Editors Guild that did not condemn when your ex-colleague, and you know, we always say a man is known by the company he keeps. Thank God you've left that company. But I'd like to say this is the harshest of terms. Some action has to be taken, because you just cannot continue to slander for your propaganda means somebody who's not there to defend himself and label him as bipolar or schizophrenic or suffering from a mental depression just because it suits your narrative. It is unacceptable. You can come up with all arguments you wish.
Exactly.
And a man and a woman have a defense. This is presumption
Exactly.
of innocence. Is one of laid down in our
Arnabji,
laws. Fine.
we
You give an
patiently
interview.
hear her
But you
out?
can, it is criminal.
Can't we
Criminal to break patient-doctor criminal.
patiently hear her out? Let us.
Did not know that you'd completely lost your mind. Now listen to me.
Please allow me to.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Now calm down, okay? We're on a debate. Nandini is on the debate. Nandini Sharma worked very closely with SSR, former head of communications of Inside Ventures. She wants to say something. Nandini, go on. Nandini and Shoaib, please. Yes, please.
Arnab, at the onset, I would like to thank Republic and you for starting this crusade. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, I would like to bring some facts forward. A, I have traveled with Sushant right next to the seat, sitting next to him. Sushant was on no drugs. She claims that he was claustrophobic. He was scared of flying. This is all a part of a PR machinery. This is all fabricated lies. They are trying to tarnish his reputation after killing him.
Thank you for saying that. Why do you think so? Why do you think this is a consent call?
I was there. I was very much there for the entire journey from Bombay till Jamshedpur. We boarded the flight, and there are the pictures which suffices, which is a clear evidence that Sushant was smiling and happy all the way through the journey.
Those
Why
are
on
not
earth would he
pictures with
take any
Sushant
pills?
on
All
air
this is all baseless. I will also tell you something. Out of 150 plans, the very worst plan that Sushant chalked out was getting a flying license. He bought a 737 fixed-base flight simulator. Now, can someone answer me? Why would a person be scared of flying by it?
And these are some of the lies which have been peddled. But you know what, Nandini, upsets me the most? And when I talk about this, you know, Nandini, people like Shoaib come on television and they lose their cool. What upsets me today, viewers, is that this is nothing. This was not an interview. This is a slander campaign against a dead man. This is a slander campaign against a dead man.
Exactly.
And therefore it is not an interview. It is cruel. The cruelty of it is striking. The cowardice and cruelty of it is what bothers us.
Every right to
I was
defend
seething with anger. But now I'm happy. I'm glad she came. She exposed herself. It is now the world can see how she has made a mockery of herself by putting these lies in front.
Shoaib is on the debate. Shoaib, my question to you.
You know, I really don't care about people like Shoaib.
Calm down, Shweta.
I have no respect.
Smita.
I have no respect for people like Shoaib. who after seeing so much and so much drama we've just
No, I
seen
don't
on
need to
this
respect you,
particular
get an
friendly
acknowledgement by the
channel.
family because each time
Sorry,
a friend
Shoaib.
of the
Sorry,
family appears on
Shoaib.
television,
Sorry, I have no
they are
respect
disowned
for
by the
somebody
family.
like
I want to
you.
make
And
2
please
points,
keep
just
your
2
voice
points.
down. Because I'm going to be presenting how Rhea contradicted herself. And she has made a fool of herself right now on that particular channel. At one point of time, you're saying, oh, I love that man so much. And then you drug that man. And that entire evidences are out. And then you are also trying to defend Pitani, and then Pitani there itself, yesterday in Arnab's show, we have seen how Pitani has, put allegation that Rhea has made them delete all those hard disks. Secondly, if you really loved him, okay, why are you still maligning him? At one side, you're saying, oh, I loved him so much, he's not there, and he's been maligned. You are maligning him. You are talking on a national channel that he used to take marijuana? I mean, come on. Is this what you call love? What bullshit, what crap it is. Who will believe that she loved?
He was a great
if you
guy.
love somebody, you
He
don't
was a
malign somebody.
actor.
See,
But he was
Shoaib,
completely
let
in
me
charge
finish
of his
this.
life.
Let me finish how
He knew
she
what he was
contradicted
doing.
herself.
His ex.
She
Let
left.
Smita
Okay,
finish.
she's talking about all her love. She's talking about, but she has no clue what's happening in Sushant's life. Whenever there is a question, what happened after it, she has no clue. Wherever there is a question, was he murdered, she has no clue. So how diplomatically she has answered those questions and kept away from, these kind of questions who could have put her into a little space. And then she's saying, I want justice for Sushant. No, you don't want justice for Sushant. You're fighting for yourself. And you are playing the victim card. Look at the body language of her. I mean, a person who has lost the love of your life, who's going to marry this man after 2-3 months, doesn't look like what she looked like just now on the national television, Arnab.
No,
This
no,
is
no.
not
And
love.
beyond that, it's